this club is all about sustainability mindset. So, well, why we call this as a mindset club? Can we say that as an attitude that you want to develop? Yes. What is attitude? Yeah, sort of behavior. Not only behavior, what else? So, oh yeah, personality. And in order to have a personality, what is that you really tell your friend? How he chooses things, correct? And how do you choose the things? How do you choose a school? How did you choose the school? Mahatma School. Why did you choose the school? Discipline. Okay. Education. Okay. Okay. Nobody for sports. Nobody wanted to do sports, is it? Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Facilities like business assembly, it has all in academics like business assembly, club, this club, that club.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So basically, you chose the school for a reason, right? So likewise, we are trying to see this club is going to create a personality in you, right? So first of all, I wanted to start my speech by saying a thank you for all the teachers, especially Mrs. Gomathi ma'am and Mrs. Vigneshwari ma'am and our mentor, madam, thank you. And we have other teachers. And I wouldn't wanted to say thank you for Mrs. Premlata madam because she's been a mentor to me and other friends of mine. I'm an alumni of this school, Mahatma. And so I would like to tell you a story before even telling about this book, right? So the story is very simple, right? So when we were studying here, so we didn't have any leisure time, but madam used to give us small activities and all in the weekend. We were hostels, right? So during those times, we had only a hobby as playing games. What do we play? We had this football, volleyball, something like that. And we never know how to draw or how to figure out what could be our hobby during our leisure time. Right? So there was a mentor, ma'am, like Premlata madam was a mentor, but those times she used to tell us to take us to like certain villages to do some services, right? So are you guys doing the same? You guys doing? What is the purpose? Simply, like you didn't know. Like you, I also didn't know. I thought like they're wasting my time. Did anybody felt like going to social service is a waste of time? So I was talking to you about a short story. I didn't know the purpose of my leisure time, how it is getting used. Okay, so those times whenever I go for social work in the weekends to the other Alagapuri and certain villages, right? So what we believe is we are spending our time because it's a must in the school curriculum. So slowly I started realizing that we are just trying to help people and trying to share our sharing care kind of things is what we are trying to get. So now I didn't even realize leisure time can be used for some social work. Correct? Those times I didn't believe. And later what happened, and once I kind of practiced every weekend, she used to take care and we used to do some farm works in the hostel and we used to do truckings and all of those things. So nobody was there to tell or teach us your leisure time can be used for a better purpose, right? The last sustainability practitioners club is nothing but, so say for an example, if your father or mother is running a departmental store, so as a son, what you do, you scale it to a supermarket. Will you do? What is supermarket? Yeah. So, which is a more systematic, more process-oriented, more streamlined, and more international standard, all this compliance and all reviewed and all they do, right? Similarly, say ma'am, our ma'am has been contributing to make our leisure time in a conceptual way where social work or trekking, all those things which is not part of your curriculum. She was there to those times is very far. I'm talking about 91 to 95. So those times where we had a culture of practice in terms of caring and sharing, right? So those concept is what we are trying to streamline and make it like more of a sustainability mindset club, because the attitude that she had developed during our childhood, which is actually helping us to do R&D in our leisure time, or do some better purpose, make it a better purpose where our spouses may believe that what is this guy? He has his own style of operating his own family. He's able to be very confident every day. How is this guy able to be very confident? Because once your leisure time is configured in a very steady way, say Abhilash is a cycler. Okay, he's a very nice cycler. So he has his hobby already configured. He's able to spend more time. So those things are injected in your childhood. What happens? You would be able to identify your personality. Once you are able to understand your personality, your capabilities, and that's why we are trying to do this. Your leisure time can be made it more fun, and it can be more realistic. And each and every topic that you're going to learn from this concept, it will be more gamified. Some of the concept will be where you will be given a challenge. For example, a challenge can be where how the waste management can be done, how solar can be created, how your energy usage can be reduced, and all those things. So if you're able to really understand, connect to the real world and do, what happens? So in real world, there could be some there could be new rocket launch, and now new phones would have come. So do you know how these phones are affecting this world? Or laptops emissions are affecting this world? You know? All this energy emissions, right? What happens? It converts, it actually impacts our planet. So what we are trying to do is consciously, if you're able to choose right choices of your life, then you're able to become a sustainability practitioner. Okay. This club is going to enable your consciousness, like what Madam did those days, making you do yoga. And when we wake up in the morning, we feel like really bugged. We feel like, why are we going to do this? And later, now we realize she was trying to enable our consciousness. So she wanted to build some character in us. So those were like punishments for us those times, right? So we later realized those things are calming down in our adulthood. So now that how Karki is speaking like a Swamiji, it's like I'm also a practitioner, but the point is I got the knowledge to derive this methodology. That's it. I'm also like you, probably more. So becoming a practitioner, what is that you get? Can any of you tell me? No, self-control. Very straightforward, self-control. So that's what she has been trying to do. If a human being does not have a control, or your car do not have a control on your brake, what happens? See, you got it. The similarly, human beings does have to have self-control, otherwise you may make a lot of mistakes, and it is your brake. Brake is what she was trying to build. So we are going to convert into a model where sustainability mindset. So this year it is going to be more like a certification type where maturity level 1, there are 4 certifications. Maturity level 2, there are 4 certifications. Maturity level 3, there are 2 certifications. Maturity level 4, 2 certifications. So it's going to be like step-by-step practice. So you would kind of feel how many certifications that I can complete. If anybody wanted to ask, any number you can do. But this year we wanted to do a pilot saying how you are able to relate with this gamified model, and see and exchange your thoughts with your coaches. And then those feedbacks are very critical during this pilot. And so with those, we will kind of see what all things you're able to really enjoy in your leisure time. All of you agree that leisure time can be configured in a nicer, structured, systematic way? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that you don't tell your parents, my son or daughter, and they say, I'm bored, immediately I have to make them do some gamified activity. So, but I can't force them. But you have to show the interest. So that kind of club is this. And with that said, and I would like to first, thank you, our madam, for all her life. You've been doing this service for free. I think those times you did not really realize. You were trying to apply your own knowledge on us, but realization factor. So thank you so much, madam, and thank you once again, Gomati, for all your time that you have given, and thank you so much.